So last video of the week ago, I was going to add the worst updated piggy and the best updated piggy for the last 2 weeks. So Friday was originally going to be that. However, though, AJ Fry has something pretty notable and important, which I actually going to make 2 videos about. But the first is the overall claim about the delays. So if you do not know, Pig 64 came out and everyone loved it. It got delayed. I feel like that was the first major delay. Paranormal Pigments came out, well, not a delay. Everything came out except the Mr. P skin quest in time because it was their first campaign. They didn't expect people to hit that goal. So it took a couple weeks or a couple months. I don't remember which. I don't think it really matters. We got it anyways. So then Indiana Picnic came out. And it came out in May. By the way, fun fact, I'll graduate freshman year. So crazy, and I'm halfway through my sophomore year. Man, time goes by. So it's been almost about 6 months. I think more than 6 months now, except the last time we have got any confirmation or any news about the skin quest for AJ Apeka. Main reason being is that AJ kept delaying it because it's supposed to be a bigger update. But a lot of people are like, why make a bigger update? I was one of them too. Once it got delayed to October, and once it got delayed again in December time, why even make a big update and just not give us the skin quest? I feel like this also, because the Moopy skin quest that just came out, further proves the point of a lot of fans that skin quests are pretty simple to do. Because the Moopy skin quest were just collecting a bunch of plushies in every book 1 map, not even book 2 or extra chapters. So a lot of people are like, why can't you release the skin quest? And AJ have actually got a good response to you that I'll read out for you guys right now. And I'll give my thoughts and opinions near the end of this video. So someone I'm going to start running business making a quest not that hard, right? Unless you want to make 4 different things and not necessary to do all this. Pretty well, why waste your time? And AJ said, I think a great misunderstanding regarding mouse key quests, MKQ stands for mouse key quests, by the way, is that people think Antu are simply taking forever to make it. From a fan POV, that is true. But internally, we probably could have had it out by summer if it wasn't for Piggy Dead being busy with Decay, Part 2, aka Delirium. Then after that, it made a hassle to put the team together for it. And now, this is far down the road. We may as well make sure the absolute best it can be. If we ever wanted to, we could put something quick and easy out, but Antu doesn't operate that way. Personally, I like to be flopped. I feel like it's kind of better than the announced delay in Team Ultra, just we've been very busy and stuff like that. They are aware that fans want this and they couldn't put it out in the summertime, which makes sense because, again, most skin quests take about 2 months to do. Yo guys, just for a quick plug-in, I also want to add, if you want to know more about the mouse key quest as a whole, I highly recommend watching this other video I made, going over every bit of detail, everything we know so far. I might do an update if we get any more information. That's all I have to say. Back to your regular scheduled program. Peace. Also, if you came from that video, make sure to comment Team RTR, GTA 6 or something like that. I don't know. And even Moopy, it took the same month to do. For them, Mr. P took either a couple of weeks or 2 months to do, and we got it out. And they're saying too, we're going to release it in the summertime for AJ Apeka in May. So we could have got it in June or July. But it makes sense though, because Decay will be worked on. And some of the deadly Epic Take and Neil the Void that helped with these updates were really with Decay Part 2 Delirium. By the way, even that got delayed because they said, oh, you should expect it in July. But it came out August when I went back to school. Well, for me. But it still came out just a little bit later, and it was done, it was finished, it was over with. And now, Neil the Void, again, and Epic Take are have to do whether wants to work on something else. So I feel like the word, it been a hassle to get the team together makes a lot of sense. Because Epic Take is still working on Jailbreak, he's still working on this. Neil the Void is still working on the Christmas update, still working on the map that's going to come out for the TSP chapter, so I think this makes a lot of sense. I also love from the misunderstanding that it takes forever to make. He said it not taking forever to make. It's that we don't have all the team on the same playing field to do it. And I think that's a very valid thing. You can't have a basketball team and there are only 2 members actually working on it. You need a whole entire team for that. But those members are maybe busy with school or taekwondo. Based off a true story, by the way. And stuff. And they can't be in 2 places at once. So I honestly love how he puts that. He also does say, too, that you could have got something pretty basic. And honestly, going to the movie quest, I'm not saying that. And I feel like depending on the skin that you're getting, it depends on how simple the quest should be. Mr. Stitchy, a general simple skin, all it was get Mr. Stitchy to a portal. Anyone could do it. I certainly have. Best, another simple skin. The book 2 just collect all the eggs. And Moopy, which again, universally a simple skin, makes sense to get plushie from book 1. But I feel like Mrs. P, Q, I'm getting mixed up, Mrs. P, it makes sense that it was a pretty complex thing. It gives you more insight for one, the film location about it, and it will more great to have better story and better lore about Mr. P than just have just a lazy, quick little Mr. P thing where you just find Mr. P part plush. It was like a whole entire hunt. We were looking for the code. Then we're looking for the memorization part. Then we're like, what do you do from there? Then we find the puzzle pieces. Then we connect the dots. Then we have to go do this, to go do that. I like that. The map was clever. The story was good. It gives you more insight with Mr. P better. I feel like for AJ Apeka, it's going to be the same standard where we're going to learn more about AJ Apeka. Because all AJ Apeka is in Pig 64 is literally just the guy that you sell money to. That also voice acted. Like, he kind of nothing. He got a nothing burger. So I would love to have more lore and more of a cool map to go against AJ to get a skin. We also know, too, a lot more so about the Mouse Key Quest or Mouse Madness event now, is that we're going to have 6 skins and stuff like that. So overall, in my opinion, I feel like this is a very valid response to that. I feel like a lot of people need to call Team Archer so slack and will, at the end of the day, is a small team. You know what I mean? Because they were working on the camper too. A lot of people take what the dead have for granted. A lot of people feel like, okay, the dead need to get this out. A lot of people also say, oh, well, it's illegal for them to, like, not bring it out in May. Technically, no. Like, I don't want to be a lawyer here. I'm not a lawyer. But legally, you can promise something. It takes forever how long you need unless to specifically say, oh, hey, the Mouse Key Quest is coming in summertime. But it never said that as you bought the product, which doesn't make it illegal. So the same thing for Hello Neighbor, where like they promised like advanced AI, but they took it out at the last second before it went on sale, where it technically isn't illegal because they never promised that before you bought it. So what the false marketing? Or kind of like Hello Neighbor, kind of like the legal way how they pretty much scammed you guys and said, hey, this and that, we're gonna have this massive update, and we never got the massive update because they worked on Hello Neighbor 3. It's another legal way that they can do that. I'm not trying to compare it to Team Archer R, not saying they're like that, but I'm trying to say that they can legally say, hey, the Mouse Key Quest is happening, but we don't have a date. They never said, oh yeah, before 2025 or before this. So legally they can do that. However, it will be illegal if they actually say, oh, it canceled forever and you're never going to get it. That can be illegal. But other than that, I agree. Personally, I feel like a lot of people need to cut off some slack. I am very glad, though, that people are, and very glad that we get confirmation like this. Now, we don't have a date. I do feel like for paid YouTubers, a lot of people will be talking about them, and then a lot of people will be making these false statements. Do not believe them. I feel like the paid news YouTuber need to be like, hey, they didn't say this, so don't assume. You assume, you make a out of yourself. Not gonna say it because of YouTube censorship and stuff, but yeah. Overall, I feel like this is a very good response to keep us waiting. I want to make this a quick video to put it out there. Don't worry, next week you're going to get the Word Piggy update, and then the last week you get the Best Piggy update, and then I'll go from there. I also might make another video tomorrow about the other stuff AJ Friday has confirmed. Just like with me talking, it'll be another short video, but yeah, that's all I have to say. Peace. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on the bell to turn on notification when you know the next video dropping. Make sure to comment if you made it this far, Pig64 equaled AJ Apeka or something like that, to know that you made it this far. And yeah, that's all I have to say. For real, peace.